We're back, round two, with. Can we just say one thing? We are completely unscripted.
100%.
Aren't we? It's like, let's do a podcast. Great. 24 hours before, let's just quickly take some notes and study. And that's kind of what happened this time, wasn't it?
We did not study.
Well, we were planning with the incredible Sean from Hustle Media. We generally plan for podcasts, except this one was a little bit of a matter of urgency because something's happened to us with the Australian Communications Media Authority that have introduced the EESS Act. What's going on?
A new law's been introduced, which came out in March by the Electrical Equipment Safety Systems, and manufacturers that bring products into Australia and products that are sold to Australian consumers now have to comply with certain rules and regulations to make sure they meet the Australian requirements. And some of the things they include, so we're a dashcam manufacturer, and some of the things...
Hold on. We're a manufacturer and an importer.
Yes.
We're just got to get that clear because a lot of people can sell as a third party, but ProCam, we manufacture and import.
Yes.
Yep, sorry, yep.
And, some of the changes include the Cyber Security Act. A dash camera is a product where, you have to log in with a username and a password. We have to make sure that hackers can't hack into the dash camera and, steal private information. So some of the changes include having a unique username and password for a dash camera. So each dash camera, Thiago?
Yes, each one has their own password and
username and password. Yeah. So before the rules have come out, some of the products used to have a generic username and password.
We had that, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we just had one password
one for all, and now it's one each. So it's completely changed.
So what happened with you guys? Like when we found out about this, what actually happened? Did you freak out?
We didn't freak out. We had to study the rules and regulations that were imposed by the Australian government, and because we sell to Australian consumers, we have to make sure we comply, which include changing to a unique username and password for a dash camera. We had to implement security measures for the dash camera in case if what do they call it? Cyber thieves hack into our account. We have to report them to the authority.
So there's a whole security section now to ProCam?
Yes.
And software changed as well.
Yeah.
Software changes.
Yeah, we have to be able to update firmware easily in case.
Hold on, what's firmware?
Firmware is the software that's loaded onto a dash camera. So, yeah, so if there's any ransomware or any demands by cyber security thieves, we have to be able to demonstrate that we can report it to the authorities to make sure we comply with all the rules and regulations.
Have you, in both yourself and Tiago's experience, how many years now? 20 years?
Yeah.
20 years in working in auto electrical accessories. Have you guys seen anything like this happen before?
I think this is the first time a body that's been created by the government to make sure all products in Australia comply and report to one agency. And it's a good thing because there's a lot of cyber security thieves that are hacking in. As you know, all over the news, there was a major breach by another manufacturer where people were able to hack into dash cameras and view their live view.
Yeah, we're not going to mention names.
Yeah.
You could listen.
That happened recently.
Yeah, it was all over the news. So we have to make sure
Is that a cloud service?
That's a cloud service, yeah.
So is that the reason as to why we decided at ProCam to not use cloud servicing? Cloud option for... how do you even describe that? Is it cloud hosting or cloud...
It's a dash camera that connects to the internet using a 4G connection, and it stores all the footage on what's called the cloud. Yep. And unfortunately for one particular manufacturer, consumers were able to view other consumers' location, video live, voice live, and it was a major breach.
Do you think that that particular manufacturer is going to have to change the way they operate now?
As part of the new rules that have come out by the Australian government, there'll be major changes, so there's no private breaches.
Wow. See, on a positive, we really have something that's looking after us, don't we?
Yes, the Australian government is looking after us to make sure the consumer is protected and everything is better for the consumer.
I think recently as well there have been some changes with the telecommunications, because all of these fall into the same act with the EESS. So for example, the SMSs now that come through to your mobile have to be verified with the identity. Is that a part of the same?
It is. That's part of the new rules that have come out. All businesses get registered with the government, and then when you get an SMS, you can see it's coming from a business and not a scammer. So in the past, you can have an SMS that comes on your mobile phone, and they can pretend to be, a business. But now, if they're not registered, if they are registered, it'll have their business name that they are registered with the board. If they're not, it'll come from a random number. So then that way you can distinguish whether they're a scammer or whether they're a real business. You know, we always get emails or SMSs pretending to be a third party, but now it makes it much easier.
Wow. So what we had to do at ProCam to be compliant with a lot of different levels, there were a lot of different particular platforms, weren't there, in what we had to be compliant with. And then we got given a specific identification compliance number.
That's correct.
So we now have that number.
Yes.
That a consumer can then search up. We'll put this number as well up on wherever. Sean will put it up wherever in a second, I reckon, that people can search on the website to make sure that they understand that ProCam, the PV Pro dash camera, is actually compliant now. Not every dash camera, however, has this same compliance, do they?
No. So the EESS website has got a public register where you can, anyone can go into, type in a business's name, and then do a basic search to see what business complies and doesn't comply. I get a lot of customers that call us on a day-to-day, asking us for the installation of different products, and when they search for different products, they search by price and they search by feature. They very often don't search by compliance. I think it's very important when consumers decide what product they wish to fit to their vehicle, they should pick by compliance, because that way you know that your product complies with all the safety regulations and all the electromagnetic regulations.
What's the electromagnetic regulation?
I'll give you an example.
It's very important, this one.
I had a customer call me a couple of weeks ago, and he's purchased a lower price camera off the internet, and he was complaining that it's installed in the car and the vehicle has static going through the radio.
No reception.
Poor reception through his AM and FM. And I said to him, okay, well, let's do a simple check. Let's jump on the EESS website and let's type in the manufacturer's details and let's see if it complies. And I did that, and it wasn't on the EESS register. So that particular product that the customer purchased does not comply. And some of the things that the EESS checks is, you know, you've got your software things, which is the unique username and password, able to update the firmware if there's any software breaches and protect the consumer electronically. But then there's also a side of the electronics where it taps into the vehicle system, because we physically have to install the hardware into the vehicle, and we need to make sure that it doesn't emit radiation that ruins the signals in the car. So as part of the process for the EESS, we have to provide laboratory test results to make sure that it doesn't emit too much frequency that'll,
distortion with other products, like even airbags. They can trigger airbags if there's too much dirty, how do you call it? Dirty frequencies. I forgot the name. But even when, let's say someone has the heart thing.
A pacemaker.
A pacemaker. If a product emits too much dirty frequency, that can play around with a pacemaker. You remember this case where we had a customer that we had to put all top quality systems in his car and disable even the radio because there was putting too much.
Yes, that's true. That did happen.
This is really serious business now, isn't it?